Are you going to be paying $14 to verify your telephone number on Twitter or Facebook? What are your thoughts on that? So, lots to cover here, right here on the Detroit Disney Duo. And yeah, good morning. It's Sean here. And yeah, I have to say, sorry, I haven't been here for a couple of days, but I'm back. And yeah, it's a great day in the D. It's an awesome 31 degrees. I don't know. I think it's going to be warmer than that, like in the 50s today. And spring is here. The sun is rising in my rear view mirror, not on this street, but it was before. I look like Batman there almost, or had a ray of sun across my face from my mirror. And yeah, so it's a beautiful day. It looks like it's going to be clear and sunny, which is great, and makes you smile with all the sun. So today, before we get started, but today's topic is going to be talking about social media. Is the end nigh? Is it soon? And also, should you be moving all your stuff? You know, I mean, all that stuff that you've been collecting on your Facebook and all those photos and stuff like that. Should you try to save it now, or can you procrastinate any longer? And also, yeah, those TikTok videos, all of them, the thousands that you've made, should you be saving those, I guess, too? And what do I think about Section 230? That's another thing that's come up again during the TikTok hearing, Section 230. And then finally also, what do I think about paying for verification badges? Wow, that's a lot to talk about this morning, and I only have about 15 minutes tops. So anyways, let's just go ahead and jump into it. But before we do so, can you just hit that subscribe button? Just go ahead and mash it, bonk it, whatever you got to do. It's like one of those games, you got to hit it and subscribe, and then be part of the Detroit Disney Duo family. We really do appreciate it. And you get notified, free notifications, by the way, to know when we go live. And we might be going live again sometime soon. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday. I don't know when, but you'll know when if you hit the notification bell after you subscribe. So anyhow, let's get jumping into the meat and what I call the meat and the potatoes of this video, shall we? So first of all, let's talk about TikTok, since it's like on the forefront, because people are talking about the government banning it, maybe a global ban. I doubt that. Anyhow, the TikTok CEO has been in congressional hearings in Washington, D.C., talking about TikTok and the data being stored here in the United States just for U.S. accounts, and we don't know where the data is for the rest of the accounts. They say it's in China. Who knows where it is? Some data farm somewhere, And a data farm is not a farm with a bunch of data. It's just a building with a bunch of servers in it, just to let you know, and not servers for food. So, just saying that. So yeah. Anyhow, the TikTok is there talking about giving kind of answers, sort of answers, and you know what I mean. And so TikTok, the CEO is talking about all sorts of things. And one of the things that the TikTok CEO has said is that our data the U.S. data is going to be really well protected over there at Oracle servers. And that should be a good thing, right? But here's the thing, right? Let's talk about privacy for a minute. When you sign up for one of these accounts, whether it be TikTok, Facebook, any social media, you do have some privacy rights that kind of go away. You have to, you almost need an attorney to read the privacy disclosures, and yeah. So you really, I mean, they should try to make those more simpler and not like you're trying to read like a business contract. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but they do that for their protections, which some of the protections that they're talking about are also included in Section 230 of the Telecommunications Act, which protects the company whether it's Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, whatever, from lawsuits. Now, just think if I don't think Elon Musk is going to be one of those guys who's going to be before taking away Section 230. I think conservatives are going to be really upset to find out that Elon Musk is not going to support the removal of Section 230, because then him and his company will be allowed to be sued a lot for a lot of things. And I would not want to lift those protections, corporate protections, for content that they didn't create. But Section 230 is really about content moderation and content that's there, and whether or not other sources are liable for that content going forward and whatnot. Now here's so I don't know. Companies are going to battle it down. It's going to be the best, probably the one. If there's a bill introduced to get rid of it, I bet it's going to be one of the best hearings you'll hear for a long time. Now, and I know that there's a case in the United States Supreme Court that they're waiting to see if they'll hear on Section 230, sort of. But I don't think that's going to change anything at all for anything. So I think it's going to have to be somebody who's going to want to repeal it or something like that from inside of the Congress. With that said, going back to TikTok. So TikTok and Facebook and Twitter have been around for a very long time. And is the end near? That's one of my questions this morning. Is the end near for these social media giants? And remember MySpace? It was around, not AOL, but MySpace, that was around for a long period of time. And it kind of went defuncto after a long period of time. It just something, I don't know. I think Facebook took over, or and basically became the place to be. And I don't know that there's going to be a new competitor to Facebook that is going to be able to come out of nowhere and become something. But what I can tell you is, you should always be backing up your personal data from Facebook. All your photos, you can download all of this. Make sure you have it on a hard drive saved, because you never know when they might close up shop. The government might order them to close shop, and I think it's really important to save your data. Save your data, save it all, and make sure you have it on a you can get it probably fitted all on one thumb disk, basically a flash drive, thumb disk. That's what we call them. So yeah, you can copy it all of there. It would fit, and it wouldn't cost you much money at all, and you'd have it forever. All of those photos that you've taken throughout your Facebook times, it's important to save all of that data so you have it. It's really important. But the end may be near, because social media, is basically the new place where everybody just rants on, and instead of having a web page or a blog or on a website or something like that, they use Facebook, and people just rant away and rant, and some of the rants are crazy and some are not, and you should just, we all know what it looks like on there. It's a big world, and let's just say that they take away your space on Facebook, and it's gone one morning. Who's to say that won't happen in the future? Who all knows? So that's a big scary thing for most people, that it might be gone, and then they would lose all of their data. So back it up. Do I believe? Let's hear what I think about TikTok. TikTok, I think, is fun. I'm not really sure that it's that the Chinese are going to be using all your information for deceitful, ways to spy on us. I do understand that if they're identifying military personnel's accounts, that could be something to consider to worry about, especially if there's a war going on, or you're being sent somewhere, and you have that on your phone. I could understand that. Certain people, you don't need to know where they're at, and it's important to know we don't want other people knowing where you are or what you're doing or stuff like that. So I could see if it's collecting that data and it's going somewhere that could be used by somebody else in bad ways. I could understand that. So I think you should think before you put any app actually on your phone, for that matter, because it could be tracking you using the iPhone and whatnot, and using that data in bad ways. So I think it's really important to protect yourself, protect where you're going, and whatnot. So anyhow, it's a great day, and let's see here. Yeah, it's a beautiful day today, and that's all I can say. So, how am I right now? I got 10 minutes, and we got a little bit more to talk about. So, it's really important, to pay attention to your privacy, and make sure that nobody's getting it by you installing apps that that's probably gathering information. And even if they were a United States company, like Facebook, remember the Facebook, they sold information and to companies, and there was a big rigmarole about that. So it isn't just Chinese companies, it's American companies also doing the very exact same thing. So we've covered TikTok a little bit there, Facebook, protecting your data, Section 230. What do you guys think about all of this stuff going on? Do you think social media is coming to an end? Do you think that Section 230 is going to be something basically where, or will they change it to make it sure that companies aren't responsible for whatever you say? I mean, or do you think that because Section 230, it will just basically, people will basically speed up the process of companies saying, forget it, we're not going to be responsible for what you say, or or will that lead to more moderation, where they're going to be restricting what you say just to protect themselves? What are your thoughts on all of that? And also, do you think that TikTok is going to go under or be banned? Do you think that we should be banning these platforms at all? What are your thoughts on all that? Anyways, thanks for following along, and thanks for being here, and thank you for being a subscriber or even just watching, whether it's today's video. Thank you very much. Anyways, talk to you guys later, and have a great one. Remember, have a great one. Over and out.